Another controversy is the continued backlash over Anheuser-Busch and its partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, as well as how the company handled the initial response from its customers. Both sides, including the LGBTQ plus community, are now weighing in. Let's bring in WGN radio host Jon Hansen and Chadwick Moore, columnist and contributing editor for The Spectator. Gentlemen, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to start with you, Chadwick. You know, Bud Light, they've had other campaigns for Pride Month and leading up to Pride Month before. This wasn't new. Why was Dylan Mulvaney, you think, the break point?
Yeah, I mean, you go into any gay bar in America and you'd see like gay Bud Light, rainbow flags and whatever, neon signs. Dylan Mulvaney was a breaking point, and nobody cared. Conservatives didn't care. Nobody cares about that. Dylan Mulvaney was a breaking point because many people see Dylan Mulvaney as a parody of women, an extremely insulting parody of women. And I think that what Bud Light did here was they went out on the limb to basically insult their base customers, you know? And that's what really did it. You know, you see a lot of gay rights activists that are now turning against Bud Light, but honestly, it has nothing to do with gay rights. It's about this one particular person who is a very controversial figure in the culture wars, and people are fed up with it.
And really, it's the person behind the person, because it's whoever hired Dylan Mulvaney that people are really upset about, whether they know who that person is or not, if they are upset about this choice. Jon, Anheuser-Busch, they are not winning any points right now. So they're getting pushback from their base of customers, largely conservative, if you look at the statistics. Now they're getting some pushback from some local bars who are saying, we refuse to serve Bud Light because they don't know where they stand. The company, can they do anything right?
Well, look, everyone has a right to boycott any company that you don't agree with, maybe what the message they present, right? You also have the right and the expected pushback from the other side, who completely think that your boycott is ridiculous, is overreaching, and that's what's happened here. Bud Light, I think, where they really got into trouble, especially with the left, is their statement in response to all the controversy, right? They just kind of tried to tread this middle ground. It would have been very simple to say, look, Dylan Mulvaney is a transgendered woman. We are fine with transgender women drinking our beer, and they are welcome as customers. That would have been enough, but they didn't. They kind of tried to tread this middle ground. And I think even Chadwick, you'd agree with me that look, no matter if you agree with the company or not, if you're going to take a stand on something, even if it's not all that controversial, stand by it. You know, come out and say what you're for or what you're against. And I think people, even if they disagree with you, will respect you more for at least taking a side and sticking with it.
But Bud Light has become the target, the bullseye, for a conversation that's been going on in this country quietly, that a lot in the media haven't been paying attention to because they didn't want to jump into the controversy, or they judged the audience who found issue with using someone like Dylan Mulvaney, or the issue that we saw at Target stores with the displays at the front of the store for a smaller segment of the population that happened to be honored during Pride Month. Chadwick, why are we still talking about this, do you think? Why do we care about Bud Light?
Well, I think it's nice to see America united on something right now, and that's boycotting Bud Light, whether you're a TQ plus or you're a conservative. I think we're still talking about it because, you know, I think it is a major sign of, you know, nobody cares about, like, this isn't about gay rights, right? This is about something bigger and deeper that runs through to all this. And with Target, it was about children. With Bud Light, it was about what people saw as this caricature who was mocking womanhood and women. You know, Dylan Mulvaney isn't like your typical transgender person who's just trying to live their life and, live a peaceful life and be left alone. Dylan Mulvaney is out there and sort of making a mockery of these things. And we've seen a lot of videos that Dylan has put out there in this way. So I think it's the left is going a little too far. The TQ pluses are going way too far. And now there's a backlash. And I don't think it's just conservatives. You know, the Bud Light boycott was very much a conservative boycott. Now it's going into the gay community. But Target, you know, Target's not typically a place you associate with conservatives. I think the Target boycott was moms. It was suburbanites. It was average Americans who are saying, all right, just leave the kids alone, okay? You know, nobody cares if you're gay, if you're transgender, whatever, but leave the kids out of it.
Yeah, and it has been a long time coming because Target has supported this particular cause for quite some time. It's just that there seems to be this break point where people are willing to take a stand now like they have never done before. Do your thing, do you, boo, but don't throw it in my face.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.